Boom! Let's rumble! It's me, Renaldo Zaimi, with another banga. Boom! I recorded a couple of great guitar riffs and wah with my wah pedal chords for the next song, for the 162. Right now we're going to show you the 161, me and my imaginary friends, because we made it, motherfucker, we made it. Thank you, God, for everything. So, what do I have here? I don't know, what is this? Well, I think it's like whatever. And I have this, the exporting, what I exported, right? And let's take it one by one. The things are very simple, very easy to comprehend, right? Let's take first the drums. Oh, okay. So the drums are very simple. What do I have on the drums? Again, I'm gonna repeat. Before exporting and throwing them to the mixing session, I throw a couple of stuff, simple stuff. Here, it already had a little bit of chroma glow. It's like a saturator. So in your mind, you will have saturation, compression, equalization, etc., limiter. Don't be fooled by names, you know what I mean? Chroma glow, Saturn 2, whatever, right? It had it, I let it in. A little bit of compression, smooth, slow-knee. Can you say slow-knee or like fast-knee? I don't know, like how you say it, or like long-knee, and I don't know. But it is what it is, right? Attack, release, everything. You already know what it is. EQ shaping and EQ matching, right? Up until now, I believe that the same here. A little bit of compression again, vary mu, just you know, experimenting with styles. No smooth criminal, dun 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 dun. Again a little bit. Snare 2, we have snare clap, etc. Everything almost has the same stuff, as you can see right here. I don't know, maybe it's my face and you can see it. The congas and all that. So I want you to kind of like realize and understand that everything, when it comes like when you start to understand the rules, right, then it's like freedom, you know what I mean? But pay a little bit attention to the rules. So it starts with one thing. I don't know why. You see? Very, very, very simple. Wait. Let me show it to you. Very simple. Ta-da-ta-dan-tan. Ta-da-ta-dan-tan. It's supposed to have one more, like kick, but for some reason I do pa do pa do pa do pa do pa, and it's the same thing, guys and gals, the same thing. Okay, so bass J, classic ample bass, a little bit of EQ, compression, punch, saturator, right? Because the sub stays and the upper highs. Compression again, smooth, criminal. Okay, let's from the beginning. There's also the slap bass, which just has like the slap, right? What is it? Oh. Bow. Slap. Slap. You see, the bass speaks by itself, right? It's like melodic, funky, Jamiroquai-esque, Stuart Zender, whatever you wanna call it, inspiration. Shout out to my guys, JK. Let's go. So, A sharp minor, it's the beat 113 BPM, right? Strings, we have like a lot of stuff. So the strings, we have the strings on sustain, simple stuff, simple strings, right? Again, EQ, compression, saturation, saturator. Da-da-da-da. We have strings. I think it's like trill. Da-da-da-da. Listen to it. This is the trill. And I know you might say like, oh, the strings in Logic Pro, they sound like too generic, too robotic and all that, but what can you do? What can you do? I don't have the number of the Symphonic Orchestra of LA, or I don't know. So, fall short. You see, it is called the fall short. It's like, it falls. Now, let's go. Twin 3. Synthesizer. I don't know what is it, man. Maybe it's the default of a filter Twin 3. I don't know. Ta-da! Yeah, it's the default. I was like, I don't care, man. I'm just gonna like let it. It sounds good. Let it in, because now, like with all the what you call it, with all the synthesizers and all that elements, sometimes like I'm getting bored and I'm like, F it. You know what I mean? Like, just leave it as it is. I don't care. It's just one sound. Who's gonna pay attention to it? You know what I mean? ES2. This one, it's a Logic Pro, right? Synthesizer. Sometimes I kind of like it, you know what I mean? But sometimes it sounds like too, I don't know, too whatever. So it depends. You have like to use them when when they are needed. You know what I mean? Like this one, it cannot compare like the sound of Serum 2 or like Twin 3. You know what I mean? But it has its own sound, and sometimes maybe like if you if you really want like this, let's say, before like you listen to it, like let's market it. Uh, let's say that you want like those kind of old vibe songs, you know what I mean? And if you like throw a Serum 2 or like Twin 3 or like I don't know, like what you use these days, like the like Zebra, I don't know, like these new age synthesizers, it will sound like electric, you know what I mean? Very electric. But if you throw this one, the ES2, it will sound like, oh yeah, it's like from that era, you know, from especially the 90s. Now imagine this one, the with, you know, like the drums that I have right here that are supposed to be like old style drum kit, you know, and with the 90s kind of without anything, just like synthesizer, drums, a little bit of bass. Boom, 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 ba-da, ba-da, bum, ba, bum, ba-da, ba, ba, bum, ba, bum, ba-da, ba, ba, bum, ba, bum. So now I have the trumpets. Oh, okay, here, horns, right? I throw a little bit of phasers and all that. To tell you the truth, I don't even want to show you what, because I don't want to confuse you. And the reason is that because you're going like to be like, oh, 30%. Oh, and that's what I did like in those type of videos when I would watch like, oh, like, yeah, 30%. Use your ear. Sometimes you might go crazy, like 60%, 70 stages, all that, whatever, like in your DAW, or like if you use Logic or whatever phaser you use. I haven't found a VST phaser good. I pray for FabFilter to create a phaser, flanger, chorus, all in one, tiny VST. You know what I mean? But yeah, I haven't like so I throw this one, the Logic phaser. But sometimes, you know, like you go crazy and you leave it there, right? And it is what it is, right? Then your ears relax. You come the next day, or like you come in the evening, whatever, after 1 hour, two, five, one day, and you are like, oh man, like it's too much phaser. Boom, and you lower it a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like it's the constant, you know, like tweaking and doing. It's not like, oh, like he put phaser on 30% and the whole community of mixing engineers and producers and whatever, like they all go crazy, you know. And I know, because when you love something and you want to make like something like very good, you know what I mean, like you pay so much attention, but you lose the whole aesthetic of your style and your, you know, keep it as minimal as you possibly can, you know, a little bit of saturation on all tape. They are horns, they are trumpets, right? So they start with, they are all somehow a chord, you know what I mean? And one by one, I take the notes out to spread them evenly or whatever. And it and doesn't pay any attention. You don't even hear it. But yes, you might say, oh, you might say, why you even like put trumpets there? Why don't you put like a synth? You know what I mean? Like pow, down. You know, like you have like synthesizers nowadays, like they go crazy. But yeah, just like, because I'm listening like to, as I said, Jamiroquai, and I play with those types of elements just to get it out of my system. You know what I mean? So then it comes a synthesizer. Oh, Serum, right? You listen to it. Da 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 da. And simple stuff. Psst, classic Serum. You have like a crazy power station right here, and all you do is like one oscillator and a little bit of cutoff. Come on, how many producers, they use like the Serum like so simple because they don't know like how to progress. The envelope triggers it, or like the LFO. The LFO triggers it, right? It's like on the envelope. Ba-ba-bam-ba-bam. Okay, so then after that, strings. We have again strings. On sustain, as you can pay attention, you are like, oh, we can't believe it. Like Ronaldo, like recorded everything by himself. Look at the precision. No, it's like it's what you call it. It's humanization. You know what I mean? Like I draw them and then I humanize up until I find that it doesn't go out of the groove. You know what I mean? I try to humanize everything, every MIDI. Again, Serum. Sometimes with Serum, and I'm like very disappointed on my skills because it doesn't sound how I want it to sound. Right here, for example, I throw in, I don't know, what did I do? Chorus flanger, just to make it sound beautiful. As much beautiful as you can make it. Again, envelopes, I don't know like what happened like here with envelopes and filters and all that. I chose a couple of whatever, WTAF pose, like I play with this. I play with the detunes and blend, right? The levels, right here, up until it sounds like good to my ears or like respectable. As you can see, I have this one, right? So sadly, Logic 1.11111 that I have right now at my disposal doesn't have the Ableton button that you click, for example, on a MIDI region, right? You click show me only the keys, right, of the scale that you want to play, right? So you hit that and it highlights only the keys, so you don't go out of key whatever you do, like whatever note you click. And it is like very, very easy, because when you do that, instead like of counting 1 plus 3 plus 7 plus this, you just 1, boom, this a chord. No. Wrong. You know why? Because I have to first, before like I draw something, I have like to place all the elements, right? Then after I placed everything on the scale, I quantize, I put like the scale, I quantize, it quantizes, then I hit this button right here and I just count 1, 2, 3. I want the 7th. No, yes. So it goes like yes, tonic, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, and you have a 13th or something like that. The 7th is just like 4. You know what I mean? Like it's like very, 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 very disgustingly, amazingly simple. You know what I mean? Like to make 7ths and jazz chords and all that, and then play with inversions and whatever. So next one, again we have Serum. I don't know why I put all these serums. Yeah, another, whatever. Yeah, I know I didn't show you, but you already know what it is. Everything goes by the ear, like a couple of rules, and then it's all by the ear. It's all by the ear. You know. I ran out of water. Have to go get water. So, pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. We are almost finished. Again, Serum 2. Oh, my favorite. Okay, you listen to it. The Police. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when the karma police comes after you? Police number 2. Because things is dangerous. You know what I mean? Everything is dangerous. So not just one police. 2. This one comes from Mars. Alien. This is Alien. Shout out to my brother Elon. Let's go. High speed internet. Number 1. So we have Church Door Organ, Vintage B3, Jazz Organ. It is from Logic Pro. I threw phaser, equalizer, compressor just to make it sound it's more like a pad, you know what I mean? More like a pad. We have the organ too, Serum. You see, in the beginning, when I was like telling you about the wow, you were laughing, right? It's exceptional intro, or transitions to use for this kind of like wow. So now we go to what do we have right here, man? The risers. These are risers. Okay, now let's go to guitars. Guitar. Let's play with the guitar. Wah. Okay. Next. It's more wah. Oof. Dirty. Haha, because of the Saturn. And Saturn, what do I use right here? British pop, but I change, the stuff and listen to the again the same. Ha. And this is it with the guitars, right? Nothing crazy. I try to play my best, you know what I mean? And I try because I cannot shred the guitar and go up and down and remember the whatever it is to remember the scales and chords and all that, and can't go crazy. So I try to improvise a lot and to whatever, to play what I know, what I can, and then I pick and choose like little themes, like put them there, chop them, try like to make them fit in. So yeah, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this was it. You are going to listen to the official instrumental because it will be mixed and all that. So thank you all for being with me through my journey of explanation. And yeah, this was it. Peace and love. Bye.